Hey TechKnowStuds, and when I say studs, I mean both students and you are awesome. Thanks for joining me in these videos. You know, in today's age, we really rely heavily on data. And in fact, in many cases, that's one of the most valuable assets to a company. So it's critical that we keep our data safe. But how do we manage it? Well, that's going to be the topic of this module. We're going to kick this module off going over some basics around data management. What does it look like? Then we're going to dive into some specifics like compliance, privacy, and data roles. We'll talk about different data types and then take a deeper dive into personally identifiable information, or PII. Then we'll talk about data classifications and how we can classify data. We'll also talk about data inventory and data labeling. We're going to get into data protection and different data states and what those different data states look like. We'll talk about keeping data confidential and what are some mechanisms that we can keep data safe from other people eavesdropping or taking a look at that data. Then we'll talk about encrypting data and what encrypting data looks like and where we might encrypt data. We'll talk about data masking and obfuscation, that is taking maybe certain parts of data away or obscuring data, and we'll talk about what that looks like. And then we'll talk about data loss detection. How can we start detecting and preventing data loss within our systems? And then we'll get into data retention and retirement. When we're done with data, how do we start disposing of it correctly so it doesn't leave us open and vulnerable? In the end, we're going to have a great perspective on how we manage data through the whole data life cycle.